Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Newman, and he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Newman. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Algier. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Newman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense toward.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here we go, set, 10 black.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the...
Ready. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Newman, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up a throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they go. Newman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Watch the pass. Tight end left, tight end left. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Ready, ready.
Here we go on 4th down.
Watch the curls.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Watch the screen.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
On the check.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit move. Linebackers, defensive backs, they do a really good job helping out the running game.
Ready, set.
45 for Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Watch the slap. Watch
And
the
he
slap.
whips that one incomplete there. The Panthers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Go. Mike 18.
Double tight.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike check 33. 30.
Toss left side for Etienne. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're running it. 7's a Mike 7.
Back to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. On 3rd down, it's Newman, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, That allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And making the catch on the floater, that's Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check 13. Check 13.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watch the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now back to throw. Finding space at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Right there in the middle, 55. Better bring it. You better bring it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point. Part of the team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Here we go.
Etienne up the middle. Taken down at the 47-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Just like that. 45.
Back to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. A.J. Brown, 47 yards. And the Panthers are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Damn it, the
2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
55's Mike, guys. 55.
They'll look to throw again.
Run you over.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
45.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 33. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Newman, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Strong left. Strong left.
They'll keep it on the ground. Newman, and he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw here. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
49.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground, ETN, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll run with ETN, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for ETN. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. I'm here all
Draw play, Carter. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Straight ahead, ETN. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. Right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Ready. 45. 1.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Carolina, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Set hunt, 50, green.
Watch left, tight end to the left, tight end left.
Let's go.
Check.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Now here's a throw that's complete, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Second and 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around. And
looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. They find some open field here, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Bernard is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Ryan Santoso now for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Mahomes now to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll look to throw here. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Double tight, double tight. Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up.
All day. I'm coming after you.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Set cut. 45. White.
27. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get
Cut.
On the toss, Bernard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight,
Cut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point try now for Santoso. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. This clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. 45.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Silver.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Check. Crunch.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Check, 47.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
17's Mike 17.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. There's a nice move, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defense.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Godwin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the short field to get in for 6.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Santoso now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And out come the Chiefs now.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check right, check right. 4-7's a mic, 4-7's a mic.
Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
8 yards to go on second down.
47's the mic, 47's the mic. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Mahomes going to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Right. He's tight right here, he's tight on the right.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Joe Tryon
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
We got 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Back to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal.
This from 44 yards out, left hash.
Up and good for Santoso.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. 47 Mike, 47 Mike.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Bernard looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. They gonna need some therapy after this.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter.
And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Up and good for Santoso.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Chiefs offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is caught by Williams. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now a handoff running through the middle. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cleveland,